Hello, hi. You didn't have an incident today. You make it sound like you like pooping your pants or something. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind. I'm sorry, Pick and Desk. You didn't deserve that. Hi, how you guys doing? Paper Mario? Not tonight, Austin. Yeah, you really wanted Paper Mario, Austin. You guys are real funny about that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, though. I know, unless either I'm really late or missed the stream, or Sarah is.
Zippy!
Yeah, don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to the fact that I said hello, Bonjour, hello, Shaggy Door. That's a good name. Are you a Shaggy or are you a Door? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Sorry, I'm so late, you guys. You won't believe what happened. You won't believe it. It's true. Oh, I adore Shaggy. So nice. So, I fell asleep. That's why I'm late. Oh shoot, is my door open? No, I can't have my door. I'm gonna be raging. I can't have my door open. Otherwise, Rachel is gonna come in here and beat me up.
What?
Like last night was one thing. Thank you for following. I'll be just a second. I'm not even gonna turn off the mic. I'm just gonna close my fucking door. Stand up. Door closed. Now I can be as loud as I want! Huzzah! Booyakasha! I've been reading a lot of... I've actually been reading a lot lately. Basically since the last Hollow Knight stream and I talked about monsters and women, and then I was like, man, how did that comic series end I have on the shelf go again? The one where I laughed because in the first, like, few pages, Michelangelo is, like, depressed because his dad is dead and he's got a therapy cat. Turns out he starts a fucking podcast. It's real quite funny. I have my controller working. Yes. Okay, let's switch the cam over. Huzzah. How's it going? Has Rachel ever beat you up before? In my heart, she has. Only in my dreams. That makes it sound different. In my heart, she has definitely beat me up. She has beat me to a pulp and torn me to pieces because I love her so much. That's how it goes. Okay, maybe we kill everyone else just for our own, like, self-consciousness. Oh. I didn't realize that you gave limited juice, my guy. Thanks. I guess we go to the pain and the path just to suffer. I forgot how to play this game. It's been 2 weeks. This is gonna be real bad. Whee! Know what? She's emotionally threatening. Is it really? Alright, how do I game? Oh! Fuck me, I forgot how to play this game! Oh my god, ow. Already. Well, that's embarrassing. It's time to be sad. I forgot about this music. It's definitely funny. I forgot how funny. Ow! What the fuck? Damn it.
No matter I do all I think about is you even when I'm with my boo boy, you know I'm crazy over you.
I love how stupid this voice sounds when it tries to say please. Ow. That one's my fault. So how you guys doing? This is our life now. I hope you understand. So yeah, I've been like basically since we last played this 2 weeks ago. Fuck. Since we played this 2 weeks ago, no, you're fine. Since we played this 2 weeks ago, I have been in fact reading, ooh, actually, speaking on that one topic we talked about, because I've been thinking about it ever since. I talked about it to my other friends, the one about girls not being monster designs. Ow. And I think very recently my
Harry, I love watching you stream. Room 35 sparkle sparkle room 35 sparkle sparkle room 35 sparkle sparkle.
I'm glad that you can enjoy me streaming, even when I'm talking nonsense. But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Ow, I forgot how to do this part apparently. Oh goodness, the topic again. It's not that crazy. It really isn't. Go get the secret soul thing to heal. You mean this? I know this is where this is. Here's the thing, Shaggy. You weren't present for the last stream. I've already done this for 7.5 hours. It's only been 2 weeks since I did it, so I might take a bit to get back into the swing of things. And I did flip the switch last time, so that's kind of where we're at. Is that I flipped the switch. Oh jeez. Ow! Fuck me, Jesus. Okay. But yeah, since then, not a whole lot has changed. But I did, I did very recently get shown a design for some God of War that I don't care about as much. That is, okay, that is another girly that looks monstrous. And so, you know what? Props to that. I can appreciate such a thing. I suppose the other, like, monster that is, like, monstrous, that's a really good example, but a really bad movie, is, what's the Godzilla that's in New York? The Godzilla movie that's in New York from the early 2000s that's like tongue-in-cheek about disasters, and it was right before 9/11, so like it's really uncanny to watch now because they take it so nonchalantly. But that movie, I think Godzilla in that movie specifically, normally Godzilla is gender neutral as I understand it, but that movie Godzilla lays eggs, and so Godzilla is female. I'd like to believe, in my heart of hearts, I would like to believe that Godzilla is always female. I think she gives off female energy, but I will respect they, them. You know? I did a really bad job of doing that for Chris when I was playing Deltarune. Like, I was always calling him him. Or calling them him. Which is my own fault. But, you know. Ow! Jeez, I'm really not paying attention. Could be a male seahorse. Oh no, Drew, you're right. Oh, that's upsetting. But they do specifically point out that she laid eggs in that. You know? Godzilla is Godzilla, you're right. I think the way I've seen it talked about, right, is that there is no gender ascribed to Godzilla in like Japanese media. But I think in American media, again, because women can't be fucking monsters, apparently, it's usually a he. Because not only can women not be monsters, but I guess non-binary people don't exist. You know? Okay, I remember how to play this game. I forgot how to do this. Holy shit. The two genders. I remember how to do this and I forgot how to do this. Any male can lay eggs if they put their mind to it. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. Get the right surgery. All that jazz. I think what people typically say now is that men don't typically... Wait a minute, lay eggs. Wait, no, that's not how that works. They can have eggs. I think the way... Don't ignore us. I see YouTube chat, Geyser. Don't you worry about me. But isn't the way that people phrase it now is like, not that, like, women can only have babies or men can only have babies and stuff like that. It's more that, like, the language is just either can have babies, you know? 9 souls win. What do you mean by 9 souls? Are you saying I don't have all the souls that I need? Did I not already 100% this game except for Path of Pain? Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing. Well, I'm doing all right so far. Hold on. Whoa. I love the sea. Oh, I forgot that that part is a bitch. Oh well, that's fine. Hello, lovely Sunny. How's it going? Fuck! Okay, well, that worked out very well. That reminds me of a little clip of a dude being put to sleep after being told he gets the sex change surgery. What? Is that like... When you said clip, my mind was in like Twitch lingo and I was like, what the fuck? Ow, that was my dumbass. How the fuck did you live? What do you mean? It was cold and the sunset was cold. Oh, Shaggy, how did I live? It's called a skill issue. Geyser, I actually, the reason I'm late, oh, okay, it's not the only reason I'm late, but like one of the things is I filled my water. Oh goodness, I need to sippy, but I also need to sneeze. Oh, I hate that. And now I can't sneeze. What the fuck knows? That was so messed up. What the fuck? Anyway, either gender can have a baby. Use. That's what I was fumbling to try and get out of my mouth at the very least, I suppose. Even if women typically have babies, you know. Bless you. No, don't do it when I haven't sneezed!
I've been sneezing all day. Anyway, how goes your drawing as of late?
Oh dear. I didn't really draw a lot last weekend. Or not last weekend, last week. Hold on, let me think. I forgot how to game. Guys, how do I do this? Fuck! Dang it, I forgot how to do that one. Maybe I'll go back and watch my old VOD to see how I was doing it before. But yeah, I've been like actually really like, I don't know. I mean, I always talk, I feel like every week I come on here and you guys ask me how is X, Y, or Z. I'm like, I feel like I've been out of it. And that is true. I feel like I've been out of it. With drawing, I like, you know, because I was talking to you because I was trying to get feedback for stuff. And I have been working away at that one project, right? I have been working away at that one project. But I've also been like, I think because I had a long weekend, like, but that's not an excuse. Like last weekend was one thing. Last week I just like didn't draw a lot because I had some like midnight gigs. I do caricatures, so like I was doing a bunch of them for graduation parties and shit, and I have more this weekend. I'm not gonna do D&D again this week on Friday because I have a gig from, goodness gravy, what time is it that I'm having this gig? I forget. It's past midnight for sure.
To game, you press pause, click the home menu screen on your device, select Paper Mario and muscle memory will kick in room 35 LGA sketch 248 plies room 35 LGA sketch 248 plies X Lindy 1 nudge.
I mean, you say that, but my this is not on my Switch, so you're gonna be hard pressed to find that. Whoa. Okay. Focus. 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 Are you serious? That was sad. Oh no. Frogs can change gender when there's a lack of male and female. That's what they teach you? Is that true? Well, isn't it like one species of imaginary frog that was in, well, no, not imaginary frog. It was a real frog, but they used that frog's DNA. What a fucking oversight from the Jurassic Park, like, folk, you know? That's so silly. But yeah, I don't actually know how true that is, but if it is true, see, like, that's one of the things where it's like, when people have tried to scientifically prove that there is only one gender, or like, sorry, not one gender, when there's only two genders and nothing in between, they have been scientifically disproven, which is why that research is like buried. Like, the people were trying to determine, like, trying to go into the research biased, saying that there are two genders, and then they came out empty-handed. So that's why whenever you see people trying to scientifically prove such a thing, are you serious? That was bullshit. Whenever you see people trying to scientifically prove that kind of thing, it's always a, it's always just based on, like, you know, dick and vagina, and that's all you got. Ow. Okay. That's fine. Maybe I'll wait for honey. Is the caricature thing a recent side hustle? I have been doing that for...
I can do this. I can do this.
How many years have I been doing that? 4 years now? I worked at, like... I have, like, the worst story. Like, people always ask, like, oh, how'd you get started doing caricatures whenever you're drawing caricatures? Because they're, like, either curious about it or what have you. I always tell them I just applied to a fucking job. I did. It was just at a, I keep wanting to say fast food, but no, it was a theme park that paid pretty garbage. And I worked there for a couple years, and then that 1 year I, like, started working at fairs and stuff as well. Made more money doing that, was more laid back and fun, and I've been doing that ever since. So, are you serious? That's so fucking stupid. Fuck, it's already 4 a.m. You started watching this at, like, the worst hour. Jesus, Shaggy. That's crazy. I'm supposed to wake up at 6. Oh my god, get to bed. I will ban you if it helps. I appreciate that you're here, though. You can always watch the VOD. It'll be a blast. You were here first. We talked about you being a Shaggy or a door. It was pretty crazy. Ow. There's a third gender with a small dick and inner balls. Forgot to name it. They used to give them surgery. I mean, that's kind of par for the course, because anything that's different, like back in the day, they used to institutionalize women for having mental health issues. And that's something. Maybe some things never change. What am I doing? I forget. This one's gonna get killed. Yeah, I die. Ow. Good night, Shaggy. Hope things don't get rough in the morning. Yeah, be careful. Maybe take a nap later in the day when you got home. Or, like, take your lunch break to take a nap. If you can. I hate, like, waking up early in the morning for, like, work and shit. I cannot do it. Not to the extent that, like, certain jobs require it of you. Hey, there we go. I do, oh shit, actually. I do still have long nail. That was an issue last time, wasn't it? Oopsies. Hey, good night, guys. Good night. Don't die. Please don't die or I'll kill you. I don't know how to play this game. How do we play this game? Like this? Do I go like this? Oh, ow. Okay, that did hurt a little bit. Just a little bit, though. You know, when I was young, I remember some kids would bully me and I would complain because, like, of course I fucking did. And they used to tell me, guess what? Life is rough. Watch the movie. And I think about that every day. I was 5. So whenever you say rough, that's what I think of. Hello, Isaac Nug. Welcome to the YouTube chat where nobody exists but you. But I see you. I see you, and therefore you are seen and heard. Your experience is valid. You are loved. All the affirmations. Where am I going? We're not going that way. Right? I can get past here? Yes! The music is baller with the sound of saw blades. The music! Oh, I forgot how it escalates! Oh, goodness gravy. Ow. Alright. Don't you have that alpha male lifestyle, Sarah? Wake up at 4:30 a.m., hit the gym, 4:45 a.m., and then go for an hour,
she will
run at 5.
stalk you to the end of the world.
Wait, what movie did they tell you to watch? What are you saying? Oh, thanks, I suddenly feel whimsical! Good to know, Isaac, good to know. Oh my goodness. Jeez. This feels like a transcendent experience, does it not? Ah, fuck me. Okay, well, that worked out very well. Careful, Isaac. She sees everything. She will stalk you to the ends of the earth. What are you talking about? This is an obsession. My life isn't lit that well. Oh, are you kidding me? I got distracted by my own fart. That sucks. Okay, well, that's fine. We're not operating at a loss just yet. Haha, not like bricks and minifigs, am I right? Am I right? Ha ha ha, ow. Wee, whoa. Are you serious? That's like the most pathetic way to get killed. That's so dumb. Bonk, 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 bonk. When you were 5, your bullies told you to watch a movie. Did I miss something there? No, you're right. They said life is rough. Watch the movie. The movie's name is Life is Rough. With the spelling of R-U-F-F. It was like, I think it had that character from like everyone's favorite anime in it. And it like also it had the actor from that anime at least. And then it also had W Path of Pain. Yay, I'm glad you're happy about it. But it had that actor in it. It was probably about dogs, hence the name being different. You know? But I know nothing about it other than it was a Disney Channel movie. Oh. Yeah. And they were like daycare bullies too. That's how dumb it was. I was like a baby and I had just like transcended into the like slightly older crowd of like people at that daycare or kids at that daycare. Oh, also hi Queen Doodle. I didn't see you before. Well, I did see you before, but I forgot to say something because I was saying something at the time. I don't remember what I was saying. It probably wasn't important. Now I finally get it. Okay, what am I doing here? Ow. Was it one of those dreadful 90s 2000s animal talking movies? I don't know if it was. I feel like it might have been just one about a boy and his dog instead of like particularly an animal talking. Cause like I want to say, like, there's some, like, Disney Channel movies about this, like, bulldog named Beethoven, I think. Or no, those ones, no, that's not that. It's more that this guy turns into a dog, or I don't remember what the plot was. You gotta love him, though. That's not the one where the guy gets turned into a dog, is it? Yeah, there's so many Disney Channel movies that involve dogs! Did you guys ever watch Dog with a Blog? That was a show that my dad was obsessed with for some reason. And it's like, it was post-era of like some of the most dog slop. Oh no! No! You can't call the talking dog movies are still better than the AI dog movies. Or like the creepy CGI dog movies. It's different, but it's better. Ow. I really need to do better, Jesus. You ever play modded Minecraft? Yes and no. Yes, in the sense of I've added mods to Minecraft, like texture packs and stuff. I don't know if that's adding mods though, because that's like supported in the Minecraft launcher, isn't it now? It used to not be. No, it used to be anyways, I suppose. But, yeah. My brain is so non-functional right now. Oh shit. I see my health. Hold on. Also, I saw you, Horrid! What did you say? Horrid, what? I'm gonna scroll up. I want to see what Horrid said, but I forgot what he said. I saw him in the chat. It's nothing, pretty much, yeah. Okay. I'm happy. I don't remember what that was. Anyway. Goodness gravy. My brain is like even worse than normal. Oh, you know what? I haven't taken my meds yet. Okay, after this, if I really... Yeah. Okay, I'm taking my meds. Fuck it. Because I took a nap! I forgot to take my meds! Everything is wrong. What time is it? 8:27? I could take a thing. Let's go. Let's not be unmedicated live on stream. LOL, I'm glad. Alright, you get a free sippy. Free sippy just for me. See, now I'm gonna lock in. Sippy! There, make it appropriate. I'm not doing it again. You hit me right after. I even like dribbled at myself and everything. Ugh. Ugh, it's so warm. Boo, why? You want me to do like challenge run? Oh wait, by the way, I've just realized, do you guys want to do a gamble for this? Because I don't know what to expect here. Okay, well that was fucked. Why are you dribbling? Because I poured it in my mouth. I poured the water in my mouth, and not all of it went in my mouth. Some of it fell out of my mouth. Not because I'm like dumb or something. It's just I missed. Like or you know, I wonder actually, because I did fill up my water, and sometimes the water doesn't end up like right on in the water thing. It sometimes ends up on the edge. Okay, ow. That sounds like rap. Then again, I still somewhat love first Scooby-Doo film. Which one's the first one? I feel like the one I always remember is the one where they go into a video game and they eat Scooby snacks and they look like the most appealing food in the whole wide world in that movie. Like, it's crazy. Ow. Can you repeat that again? Wait, we can clip it. What did I say? Sometimes you're like, Sarah, you said something silly, but I can never remember what it was. That was just reckless. Reckless Ben. Ah! Ah! Okay, I really need to... My jokes today are not very good, I'm sorry to say. You've caught me on a day where I literally fell asleep and missed the stream time. Like... Nah, it's the one with sexy Velma. What? The one with... Huh? Isn't Velma sexy in all of them? I don't know. Like, what qualifies as sexy Velma to you? Because Velma is also supposed to be the not sexy one. Ow. You know, she's supposed to be the smirt one. Smirt with a skirt. Ow. Are you serious? I thought I did it later. Nah, they really sexified her up. They sexify her up every time she drops her fucking glasses. And then she's crawling around on the ground and she's got that short skirt, so you know. Oh, wait, no. No, you're talking about the live action, aren't you? You're not talking about, like, the Scooby-Doo movies. Like, you're not talking about the ones that where it's, like, featuring Aerosmith or something like that. You're talking about the live actions, the ones where that one actor plays Shaggy and he's like the best example of Shaggy. Velma in the second one lets Daphne give her a makeover to impress the professor of hers, wearing plastic looking clothes and no glasses and red number 3 lipstick. Red. Is it red number 3 or red 40? I thought it was red 40. Ow. Sarah Michael Gellar as Daphne. Who's this imposter, Sarah? There can only be one. And I sure as hell wasn't in that movie, and they spelled their name wrong. Can't be a real Sarah. Such a foolish thought. Okay, I need to stop dying on this. Sarah Michael Gellar. I will say Michael if I goddamn want to, okay? Oi. Okay, well that was sad. Ahaha, Michael. Okay, well you tell that to the kid from Peter Pan that has the glasses, all right? You tell him that his name is wrong. I don't know if he'd appreciate that. Fuck. Okay, I think I figured out what I need to do there, though. I do need to be careful, though. Oh, jeez. I'm starting to see why this is gonna be frustrating. Okay, ready? Are you serious? I'm so good at this, guys. Don't look at me. Sarah, you're short for heels? I'm gonna stop you right there. It's not that I'm too short for heels, it's that heels are too short for me. You know? They couldn't handle this, this incredible bod, I suppose. Yeah, sure. The quickness of that response. Eggman Land is harder than this. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Remember how bad that was? How many streams did it take for us to beat Eggman Land that one time? Okay, that was bad. A rough life of people with hard to pronounce names. Are you counting each time I die? You realize that's gonna be worse than it's worth. Okay, that was dumb of me. No. Well then what are you counting? Ow, that's my fault. Drew, keep counting. I don't know what happened just there. I blacked out. I was just zoned in on chat. I don't know what happened. streams, Hours of Death. Okay, bye! Are you leaving, Isaac? You seem like the girl version of me, and it scares me knowing how ADHD cursed I am. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my goodness. My entire brain is just not functional. Ow!
It's
Okay,
no
we'll
use.
do better then. But yeah, I've been reading a lot more comics actually. I've been reading oh fuck, you kidding me? Really? I was reading, what was I reading? I was reading the TMNT Reborn series of volumes. Cause that's the one where like a good portion of Mutant Town, or like the plot begins there, where like some other person that's part of like the TMNT villain master list or whatever. Hold on. Shit. Damn. I really gotta like look at what I'm doing there. Oh shit, you know what else I didn't do? Is I didn't go to the bathroom. We're only 40 minutes in! But he sets off a bomb in New York City, and a good portion of, like, the city gets mutated into part animal guys. And there's so much shit going on. I like some parts of it where they're, like, doing protest stuff, but it was before... I mean, like, I guess protest stuff has always been happening, so I just thought the language of it was really interesting. And the way they portrayed some of the moments. You know what I mean? Very interesting. But yeah, because the turtles are like, we want to do something good for the community, and it's the first time they've ever had a community because fuck, they're turtles. Like, beyond themselves. And then there's Jenny the mutant turtle, who was also part human but took a blood transfusion. Oh yeah, last time you were talking about like Venus as a character in the TMNT Pantheon, like a female turtle. Venus showed up in the comics. Volume 5. There was a plastic surgery arc, and Venus is not at all Venus. Like, that is not who she originally was. She was originally a mutant frog who was experimented on by a mutant rat man who tried to do plastic surgery to make himself look as human as possible, so he's like the most grotesque looking character in that comic. It is amazing. Anyway, I'm focused now. I'm locked in. I'm just a gamer. I'm just a gamer. Okay, I'm not a gamer anymore. I'm on my way. Anus, though, Venus. Well, because last time somebody was like, oh, the female Ninja Turtle, that's Venus, right? So that's how they're incorporating Venus into, like, this line of the comics, is that she was originally a mutant frog. And... oh my gosh, and then I learned something about Donnie in that section, too. Where Donatello, I did not realize, they had lightly mentioned that Donnie had been, like, wounded, I guess, in those comics, but this was like the first, like, part of the comics that they, like, explicitly, they were like, oh hey, I lost my shell, so his shell was fucking shattered or something. And the shell that he wears in the comics is like a synthetic one, and so the plastic surgery mutant rat man who's doing all the evil war crimes and shit is like, you know, I don't know what my brain is trying to say, but he is like trying to appeal to Donnie, because he's like, oh, I see this prosthetic you have, basically, because his shell is synthetic. And he even talks about it, like, he alludes to it before he, like, explicitly says outright, like, oh, my shell is not real. And you can tell if you look at the art closely enough, right? Because you can see like the bolts and stuff. But it's very interesting. Apparently Bebop and Rocksteady did that to him. Like, fucking, what did they do? I'm very much curious. Battletoads? What's Battletoads? TMNT would win. They got that Hamato energy. They go scream hot soup and then they are happy. Okay, gamer. No! I need to stop hitting that. I'm sorry, are the Battletoads led by Genghis Khan? He can throw you into space? So can the turtles if they put their hearts to it. They played Smash Bros? Who? The turtles or the Battletoads? What are the Battletoads? I'm just imagining a bunch of toads from Mario. And going on a rampage. That's what I'm imagining, y'all. Okay, gamer time. Every time I'm like, gamer time, time to focus. And then I hit that exact part of the spikies. Biker Mike from Mars World win. What? Battletoads win. You guys are biased. I liked the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and so I think they win over Toads. They got more defense. Oh, I was doing a gig a while back. I think I might have told you guys about this, but I encountered a bunch of kids.
I've definitely asked this before, but I'm a fake fan and don't remember your answer. What is your favorite snack?
Oh, good gravy. I don't fucking know. It changes every time I open my mouth. I like chips. I've always liked chips. But I can get sick of chips. Caramel. White chocolate. Oh, for fuck's sake. Not getting smashed by saw blades. That's a pretty good snack. Lately, it's been the Cheez-Its from Aldi specifically. Not the Cheez-Its, but the knockoff Cheez-Its that they sell. They're better than Cheez-Its, I would argue. Okay, time to get real. How do I... Okay, I really need to pay attention over there. Because I can't reach there without... I gotta, like, pay attention. Okay, not paying attention enough. Rachel's cooking. Oh, that's so true, though. I love Rachel's cooking. She made me, what was it that she made me the other day? I mean, she made it for herself, but then she was like, do you want some? And I was like, yes. Okay. So there's not something on the other side that I can use. Oh, I guess I could pogo on the fucking blade. Oh, speaking of, could I get away with... Okay, no. That's a no. I could at least pogo on the blade that's up there by that wall to get on the wall. Like, that is an option still. True. AAC or ACC. Is that you saying accurate? Is that Sarah lingo for accuracy? Ow. In the TMNT universe, there are punk frogs. I know! That's one of the punk frogs is who gets, like, not only, like... Yeah, that's the one that gets... One of them gets turned into Venus. They have, like, a frog limb. And like... They have frog limbs, and it's weird, and they're trying to replace them, and it's kind of really sad. But she's able to astral project, which Donnie then learns because Donnie gets captured. Because he's like, oh, turtle tissue, this'll make a fine specimen. Fuck. Dang it, I need to wait for that. I wonder, actually. Okay, that hurt. But yeah, the punk frogs, yeah. There are more than 4 of them in the comics that I remember. Maybe they'll come back into play. Oh my gosh. The 4 punk frogs include Genghis Frog, the group's most recognizable member, wielding a battle katana, I assume. Wait. Something Leah the Frog, armored with a... What is getting censored in that? The fuck? You got censored to hell. What happened there? Let's get censored on the... Oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to look at this. Where's Twitch? Twitch, tell me what he said. I don't want censorship. How do I spell Twitch? Yes, bring me to chess, I guess. There we go. What do you mean? Oh my goodness. How do I Google? Yeah, let's just go to freaking chess then. Fine. That'll bring me to Twitch. Whatever. I don't know why it automatically always brings me to chess. So dumb. What do you say? It's still centered over here. What happened? Genghis Frog, the group's from my metal, recognizable. Something else that I'm assuming Napoleon Bonafrog wielding a whip.
It's no use!
Rasputin the Mad Frog, the 4 members of the clan. Okay, I gotta get my comic out now to see if I can find the name of the punk frogs in that, because there are definitely more than 4 punk frogs. So one of them is Bonnie, who gets killed by the surgeon guy. You know? Well, even though Venus is not really dead, but she doesn't remember anything about being a frog, so... yeah, I'll be right back. Give me just a second. It's literally in the other room. I love that book. It's not my favorite, though. It's not by the artist that I really appreciate the most. Whoa! Jesus fucking Christ! What did I trip over? Oh my goodness. I have so many cables going up, down, and all around. It's really annoying. I came with my book, and it's super cool. The cover is like of Venus, and she's so like, it's a gorgeous piece of art. I love it. But you can see if you look up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Reborn Volume 5 Mystic Sister. The cover art is what I'm looking at right now. But yeah, do they have... Yeah, the mutant frogs are in this one. And they, like, have beef with the turtles because they think that they stole their friend, but they didn't. It was the surgeon guy. Oh, yeah. I don't know if they ever, like, officially, like, name each other. You know? Where is... They don't have like a lineup of these characters' names. Where is it? I know there's one scene. It's also like intermittent in this volume is like the Triceratons and the, not the Krang, but the race that the Krang is, trying to like do war crimes against each other, and also there's a baby that gets aged up. Yeah, Venus is here. Yeah, the punk frog is here. And then he gets drugged, and she's being experimented on, and he's being experimented on, and then they hallucinate for a little bit, and the art gets really pretty. And then the baby escapes. And then, yeah! Hold on, what do we got? I found the scene where they mutate. But they do not have names in this. They just have faces. But there are... How many of them are there? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are double the amount of mutant frogs in this version. The punk frogs are 8. I guess 7 now because one of them is no longer a frog. They are Frankenfrog. And they literally look like Frankenfrog. It's really quite funny. Yeah. So what? This is such a weird volume. Because, like, for the longest time, like, Donnie gets captured by this guy, and their brothers are just like, yeah, it's the punk frogs, get them. And so, and now, like, for some reason, because they overthrew the quote-unquote, like, militia that's inside the walls, because they weren't distributing the resources effectively, and so Raph becomes the Fuzz. Sarah plays the new TMNT game when? I would not be opposed to trying it out at some point. When you say new TMNT game, are you talking about Shredder's Revenge? Is that the most new one? I think it's always hard because those games aren't like story-based, they're usually just fighting-based. But I do have a very soft spot for TMNT. I especially like it when they like wear human clothes. I like when they wear human clothes and they take off their masks, and I have a hard time telling who's who. There was one chapter in volume 6 that it starts off with Jetty's not there, and like they're all okay. Fuck, dang it! Jenny's not there. It's just the 4 of them. It's always hard to tell who's who, but like I suppose the way to tell if you really look carefully. Like sometimes their skin tone is different. Some artists, it really depends on the artist as well. Some artists like draw their head shape slightly different, but others don't. It really is touch and go. To me, like the most consistent thing is the color thing, and then also Leo has a scar over his eye, and I have no idea why. I'm just gonna heal. Fuck this shit. I wonder who the other 4 frogs are. Alexander, Adolf, Gilgamesh. I can't think of a 4th conqueror. Well, we know one of them is named Bonnie because she is Bonnie, and then she gets like that's the only one I remember the name of. Ooh, actually, hold on. I remember there's one scene late in the volume where Mikey is like talking to one of them and is like, I don't really want to fight you, and he's like, I don't really want to fight you. Yeah, Bonnie is the name of the one. One of the other frogs is referring to another frog named Zetian. Clyde is the one who delivers the bad news. Who is the one that Mikey talks to? Oh yeah, and then there's the Triceraton baby that shows up in the middle of this. What a weird, like, turn of events. Yeah, so Bonnie. That's Sheena. Yeah, Clyde. That's not the name of the one that Mikey talks to, though. Where is he? You're totally right! One of them is Genghis! Genghis is the one! So, this is how the conversation goes. Yeah, so like, I think it's Mikey who's chasing one of them down. He says, wait, okay, dude, let's just cool it. I'd much rather be friends, you know? My name's Mikey. He's like, why would I want to be friends with someone who burned down your house? Because they burned down their house, which is really fucked up. Because they have kids now. Or at least they have one kid. The rest of the kids ditched him. I know it's crazy, but I just hate all of this. Yep, Genghis, where'd you go? Mikey, where are you? And then they're like, oh, we have to go. See you around, man. My name's Genghis, by the way. See you, Genghis. Yeah, and then, like, Mikey just lets him go, even though everyone else is like, well, that's how it goes. Well, fuck! Half a mind still dodging the blades. What the fuck happened there? That was really embarrassing. Oh, you know, they could totally have oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Since Clyde is the one that's looking for Bonnie. Because the whole reason, again, the whole reason that they start feuding with the turtles is because they think, like, Clyde specifically is, like, looking for Bonnie. And he sees a turtle, a mysterious turtle. And so he's like, it's gotta be those ninja bastards, right? Because they're all turtles. Not realizing that Bonnie has been, like, surgically changed, not into a turtle, but, like, I guess into a turtle. You know, in the sense of she has a shell. Because, ironically enough, this is why I think she's, at least in this lineage, she's gonna be considered more of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Or adjacent thereof. Is because, remember how I said Donnie lost his shell? Well, this surgery guy found that shell. It was dead tissue, but he, oh God, where's my brain going? It was dead tissue, but the doctor guy, the surgeon, brought it back to life through, like, dragon scales or whatever, some weird ninja shit that's, like, involved with the city that I don't know about. But as a result, like, the shell that Venus has was probably very likely Donnie's shell, so that's kind of what makes her... Ow. I was really not paying. I thought I'd got it, but no. Are Bonnie and Clyde really on the same level as Genghis and the other I mentioned? I mean, it's really just names. It's really just names at the end of the day. And the only reason they're, like, keeping the names is because it's, like, tradition, right? Imagine if they did a reboot of the TMNT and they didn't use, like, Donnie, Mikey, Leonardo, and Raph. You know? Ow. Okay. I really need to lock in if I'm gonna actually make progress here. Pfft. Doing so good. She could be that universe's Napoleon Bonafrog. I mean, you're not wrong. I still don't know what all of the punk frogs are. Like, we didn't get all of their names in that comic. I don't think we did. Maybe we did when we first met them, but I think they were, like, antagonizing most of the time. We only got Genghis, Bonnie and Clyde, and then that other one I said. Ow. But also Bonnie's dead, so the rest of them are, you know. Fuck! This is what I get for streaming immediately after taking a nap. Jesus! I don't know how I'm gonna survive the rest of the stream. What? I jumped! I jumped, game! I pressed this button and it didn't work! What modern day artists would they use? I don't know. It's like... culturally, we don't really respect or like know artists as well anymore. Like, not in the way that we used to. You know? Like, even, like, I feel like the last era of artists that we really like as a culture, as like a broader culture, not to say that artists don't still exist, like in galleries and stuff like that, but like in broader culture, like it's not as impactful as it used to be. Like, I feel like modernism, like Dadaism, maybe not Dadaism, that might be a bit too far back. That's the last age where, like, artists really well known for their, like, contributions, like, at the time that they were alive. You know what I mean? Maybe. Ow. That was bad on my part. None that have been recognized for good work, like Banana Duct Tape Dweeb. Well, that wasn't even, like, somebody who actually installed something. That was something that somebody did as a prank, wasn't it? I thought that's what that was. But then I don't know if that was just the narrative around it, though. It could have easily been the narrative around it. I feel like that's what you tend to hear about. But again, like, yeah, in terms of, like, actually, like, intelligent artwork with a point. It's like, I think the only reason I was thinking about this, right? I was thinking about this because of, I watched a video very recently about composers and how it's the same thing there, but I'd argue even worse. Because, and that was in the sense of, like, Fantasia, right? So, I don't know. Like, with Fantasia 2000, for example, it was all older artists, or, like, very chopped down versions of very classic, like, pieces, instead of the whole movements. Hi, Lindita! Hold on. Fuck! Oh, I had it! Oh, I had it almost. It's okay, it took... it's okay, I took, like, close to 2 weeks to complete the Path of Pain. Oh, wow. Wait, what? I'm confused all of a sudden. Are you saying I'm not gonna beat Path of Pain today? But I want to beat it today. I don't want to... My worldview is shattering. I don't want to do another 7-hour stream. The last one was very good. I'll give it that. Like, I felt very proud of the last 7-hour stream we did. I don't want to do it again. Especially since, like, tomorrow I'm going to see Digital Circus in theaters, so that'll be exciting. But it also means that I need to rewatch the rest of the show before then. Okay, so how do we get past this? I think I need to... I do think that the best option is to pogo off of that blade. Okay. Are you serious? It did that thing! It did that fucking thing where I jump off the wall and instead of just jumping off the wall, it's like, oh, you wanted to use the Monarch wings here, right? Fuck you, game! Fuck you! That was such bullshit, I was ready. Oh, goodness. Whatever. Okay, that was my fault. I was too low. Oh, just wait. Without proper maintenance, those sharp wheels are bound to seize up over time. Yeah, but how much over time? That's the other question. Are you serious? I jumped! I fucking jumped, game! Wow, a lot of people suddenly joined in. How's it going? I'm just realizing based on the number count. Ow! Is it just me or is the music sort of distorted? Oh no, is it distorted? That's upsetting. What am I gonna do? Ow. I'm gonna die is what I'm gonna do. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Pikadesk? Hold on, I'll read it after I yawn. And after I die to Sublaze. Oh, I know what they would be called. Disney the leader, Warner is cool and rude. Barbara always tickling your funny bone. And I don't forget the quirky scientist, Adam. What? Are you talking about the mutant frogs? Are you coming up with other names for the mutant frogs? Or are you thinking of something else entirely that I just completely missed? Fuck! Are you serious? Oh, that's upsetting. Shit, man. Is it your bad? Well, nobody else even commented on what you were saying. Ow. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. I can't see YouTube chat. How could I? Okay. Sorry, why am I so yawny? And now I got my turtle books out. Now I just want to read my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics, guys. Oh yeah, you know what else I found at the fucking comic book shop? There's a comic book shop I go to all the time to pick up my Sonic comics every month. And they give me a discount, and I love to see it. I found Space Boy in print. Not all of it. I was hoping it was all of it. It is definitely not all of it. It's just the part of the story where the story starts to actually happen a little more, which is very funny. Though I suppose the story has always been happening, but like the first like third of the story, I think. Either first third or first half of that webcomic is all like romantic tension and just very vague mysteries like any good webcomic. Where it's like, I'm learning to draw and I'm also just having fun and building my fantasy, and then you start to actually want to add plot. But I love the art in Space Boy, so I was like, oh, having it in print. But I only got like the third big-in volume of it. And then I learned that each one is like $100 on Amazon. I got it for $20 at this place. I want to get volume 4. That's the one where we learn about his traumatic backstory or whatever. This is just the ones where the cops get stuck on the girl. And it's really funny. Because she laughs and then she's like, ha ha ha, oh wait, I'm in shock. God, I love the art in that. I always think of her, like, that character when I think of, like, people with dainty little feetsies. A lot of little interesting things, because that's, like, an older webcomic, and they even, like, acknowledge, like, this surveillance state kind of stuff. Like, in a very obvious, like, webcomic-y way, sure. But still, nonetheless, they point it out, which is very interesting. Famous artist slash cartoonist of the modern era that the Turtles could be named for. If renaming the Turtles and if copyright wasn't the thing. Well, can you copyright a name? That's the question. Oh, that's what you're saying. I understand. I think it depends. I feel like... I don't know. Could you? If it's literally just like, hey, this is an artist, we're not like really commenting. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? That's embarrassing. Ow. If you're not really commenting on the brand itself, right? I mean, it would still maybe, like, for Disney, that's the issue, right? Like, Disney is not just someone's name now, it is a brand that will, like, kind of in perpetuity possibly not be able to, like, have that name be used for anything. Like, imagine if somebody names their kid Disney, you know? And that kid gets famous for doing stuff. Would they get sued for using their name? Nava's excited. Oh, fuck. Okay, that hurt. But yeah, modern artists, I don't know. Like, if I looked into it, I could feel, oh my gosh. You know what made me laugh the other day? My mom was so desperate to get me to watch the Mandalorian movie with her. And so we did last week. We watched the Mando movie. It was fine. Ow. I shouldn't have just lived there. But we watched it. It was fine. And then... in the opening credits, Martin Scorsese's name showed up. And I was like, what? Martin Scorsese, the guy who said that all the Marvel movies are theme parks, shows up in the fucking Mandalorian movie? You've got to be hecking kidding me. That is the stupidest thing. And not to mention, like, I didn't even know what character he played. I was like, oh, I wonder why they're going back to this vendor so many times. That was Martin Scorsese, apparently. In all fairness, I don't recognize Martin Scorsese's name. I think that's really funny. But, again, it's very funny to me. It's all Disney after all, yeah. I still don't know what Martin Scorsese did in that movie. You remember that? Very early on, they went to that vendor, and then he went back to that same vendor. I remember when I was watching the movie, I was like, huh, why do you go back to this guy twice? Because it was Martin Scorsese, not just because they really liked the CGI in that guy, which also looked very good. I was excited to see, oh, you shitting me? You're shitting me. Ugh. It's not just because they like the CGI on that guy. I really liked Zeb. I loved Rebels. That was like my Star Wars show for a while, even though it was like high school for me. I never really watched Clone Wars as much when it was coming out. Okay, that fucked me up. I need to wait. I need to time it better. I think what I need to do is I need to jump when that other blade is down, kissing the other one, so those two blades kiss. Then I make a break for that wall. I hug the wall, and then I jump over, and then the blade will be right coming back up. Then I can use it to pogo, get on that wall. We hate the Mandalorian movie here. I thought it was fine. Like, I don't think there's any harm in it, but I also kind of don't think there is a huge point to it. Like, I liked it. I never watched season 3, so there's that. You don't need to watch all of The Mandalorian to watch the Mandalorian movie. But I thought there were some interesting themes that they, like, kind of brushed up on. Like, just close enough.
I
like,
love
one
the
or two
sea.
lines of dialogue where they're like, here's an interesting through line that we are acknowledging here, and I kind of wish they dug into that a little bit more from, like, a character perspective, because they didn't really touch on it, you know? Not to say that that's, like, well, I kind of think it is a little bit of a bad thing to just, like, not have any interest in exploring your character, but that was kind of the issue with all the marketing and why people weren't super interested in going to see it, right? And ultimately in the movie, I kind of think that was in the movie as well. It just, like, wasn't a huge, like, there wasn't a whole point to it other than seeing Jabba the Hutt's son be buff, I guess, which was very funny. I had no inclination of what was gonna happen going into this movie. So I started watching the movie, and they're like, oh, we're going to help the Hutts or whatever. It's like, cool. I love the Hutts, I guess. Star Wars, names I recognize. Sigourney Weaver, yay. And then you actually see Jabba the Hutt's son, and he's like super buff. And I was like, what happened here? This is hilarious. Just weird slug man is buff is like the best thing I've seen in forever. Okay. Shit. Oh. Dang it. Okay. How do I deal with that? Oh my goodness. The buff Hutt, so like Earthworm Jim? Yeah. Uh-huh. It's like that. He's not any thinner, he's still wide. That's the best part. And then you have like the practicality of like, how does he fight? Half the time he just rolls over onto his enemies, and it's really funny. Ow. Shit. I really need to figure out what I need to do there. I really like Jabba's son as a character. I agree, I did like him as a character. He did have a little bit of NPC dialogue there. The first 2 times you meet him, he says the exact same thing, word by word. And I'm like, buddy, I heard you the first time. I know it's been a few hours in like universe time, but it has been a few minutes. Movie time. So in that way, I was like, whoa, like you are a teenager. Like, that's kind of what I got from it. It's either he's talking like he's a self-important teenager, or the writers just didn't realize that they wrote the same thing twice in the script and they were writing it for streaming or whatever, you know? Fuck! Oh, I was so close there! You saw it! If I didn't get hit there, I could have, like, pogoed! But I was too close. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah! He appeared as a baby in the Clone Wars movie. Lime Dita, not only that. You want to know the thing that I found hilarious after the fact? One of the directors for this Mando movie was the director for that movie. So you can interpret this character's inclusion in the story as this director getting a lot of shit from a lot of people online about, oh, you didn't like my stupid farting baby? Well, now he's buff, and he's cool and actually a good guy. So there, say that about my baby now. Which is, yeah, I think so. I only heard it once for a review, but it is just the funniest thing to me, and I adore it, because he's the creator of Clone Wars as a whole. That's pretty slick. Okay. Okay, fuck! Damn. And now he's the head of Disney Star Wars. Really? Was he responsible for The Mandalorian at all? Like, in its entirety? I also still have not seen Andor. I've only ever, like, Andor has, like, been kind of single-handedly keeping the Star Wars, like media alive, I feel like. Because let's not forget, this Mando movie that just came out, it's the first Star Wars movie since the disaster that was the sequel trilogy. That did not do well at all. Right? It's crazy. Jon Favreau, who was also the director of the first Iron Man. Yeah, he's also the director of the live action, the live action air quotes. You don't see me doing the air quotes, but I've dropped the controller to do the fucking air quotes. Lion King. Jon Favreau is the least interesting director out there, in my opinion. I do not like him. I saw him and I was like, ugh. I saw his name in the credits and I was like, ugh. Yeah, live action Lion King, boo. Like, I think I hate Jon Favreau in the same way I hate Illumination, where Illumination makes no decisions for artistic reasons, only for, like, optimism reasons. And for safety of, like, what's the most marketable thing we could make. Jon Favreau is, like, the cinematography directing version of that. Little risk, cookie cutter. The only good movie he's made is the first Iron Man, in my opinion. Fuck! Dang it! How am I gonna do this? We do. He also, see, here's the problem though, he wasn't always bad, it's just been in recent years, like, that he's been, I think he's always been very sanitized though, I suppose, like, very safe. He did Zathura? Oh man, Zathura was so good! But did he do, because here's the other thing to consider with that kind of, oh fuck, dang it, I was so close there. With the Zathura, did he just, because there's a difference between, like, a director has a lot of creative control. Don't get me wrong. Like, the director is able to rewrite the script of anything they do, and they're not, like, you know, they have a lot of control over a project. But yeah, like, what My brain is really struggling. I'm sorry I'm yawning again. I woke up from my nap and it ruined me. Oh my goodness. What's going on? I don't know, Schlorgen. I really don't know. I'm a little lost. I'm lost and it's painful in this place. Shit. God damn it. Yawn. Counter when? What do you mean counter? There's no counters in here. It's all wall. Okay, ow. I hated Path of Pain when I did it. I'm like, I think this part I'm getting a little frustrated with because I don't really understand the path forward. I've been talking for an hour, so there's that. I've been supremely distracted. You know? I thought like, oh, it won't be that hard, and then I'm struggling to figure it out because I fell asleep earlier, you know? And I woke up and I was late. So I'm like still kind of struggling to figure out what the move is here. I'm watching an anime and two characters yawned at the same time you did. Oh, lovely. Love to see it. I do oh so love to see it. What am I doing? Okay.
I love the sea!
Okay, here's my plan.
Zippy!
Shit. Okay. That might work. It might work if I, instead of even just trying to jump on that wall, I just do that and do the same thing I did last time, right? Where I like cancel it right away. Grand left side of wall and transfer to the other side from under. That's what I've been trying to do and I haven't been able to do it. I've been trying to do it by like pogoing off the thing. In order to transfer, you drop, dash, wing. Oh, I've just been trying to drop wing. It's just one of those, damn, no need to pogo. Okay, fine, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. I forget that I can dash now that I have my double jump. All right. Okay, well, I forgot about it there. I forgot.
I can do this.
Yeah,
do this.
sure I can.
I can do this. I can do this.
Probably. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. But yeah, I enjoyed the Mandalorian movie. I've not been interested in Star Wars lately. I do still intend to finish. I still want to finish Clone Wars because I never finished Clone Wars. I've started rewatching it multiple times. Why? Yeah. Yeah, I know you can do that with R. It's just like, it's always tricksy. I feel like my controller doesn't always work with it either. I wonder if it's because so you can hear it, like, it's like every other. And then sometimes it doesn't work like that. Okay, anyway. Don't mash. I know mashing doesn't do it right. It's gonna give me Joy-Con drift, but on my... Okay, well. Clone Wars is already on the watch list. I do need to watch through it, is the problem. God, I hate winter. I'm sorry, I don't hate winter. I hate the summer. It's so fucking warm in here. It's so warm and I have to close the door, and then I think Rachel keeps turning off the heat, the cooling. But I need it on because otherwise it's just too hot, but I also don't get, ugh. I'm doing so well, guys.
Sarah clear a week. We going to do a Clone Wars marathon plus Bad Batch.
Why plus Bad Batch? Who cares about Bad Batch? I've heard good things about it, but I'm not like super interested in watching it right now. I also still need to finish Rebels. Like, I cared about those characters. I liked Zeb. I couldn't find a fan cam of Zeb when I was talking about him. I wanted to send my friend a cheeky, like, one of those, like, gifs of them with, like, glitter all around them. But I couldn't find one on Discord for Zeb, and it made me a little sad. I couldn't make my joke work. I got a haircut today. And my head has felt so cold because of it. That is fair. That is fair, but it's still warm outside regardless. I'm always wearing, like, next to nothing. You know, I'm wearing, like, a fucking tank top and shorts almost all the time, and I'm still too warm. It's, like, so fucking warm outside. And I'm not gonna open my fucking door because my window, because now then people will hear me and judge me for swearing obscenities and saying all of the things that I say out loud. Ow. And Boruto in One Piece? Wait. Why is Boruto above One Piece? What the fuck? That's messed up, man. That's messed up. You know what I'd say is for One Piece, I would almost argue watch the live action first, get people invested, and then if you want to continue, then watch the anime. I personally like the anime better in some ways. Like, Sanji is objectively better in the live action because he's not a fucking pedo, or not a pedo, I suppose. He's just a creep. He's never been a pedo, I suppose. Just objectifying women like all the animes do, you know? You take that back, Geyser. Ow. Yeah, Sanji is less of a creep. But I don't know. Well, I mean, he is still like a womanizer or whatever, I would argue. But he's got more like simp energy in the live action than he does explicitly like, oh, I want to fuck every woman I see, also like Nami Swan. Like, there's still that energy of like, I like women more than men. But he's not expressly like objectifying women all the damn time, you know? Like, there is a literal plot point at one point where he needs to get a blood transfusion because he has such a, like, nosebleed after seeing a bunch of hot ladies. Like, that is a plot point at one point. Okay, fuck! I can't be jumping. The issue is that I'm so used to jumping. Yep. Yep, you know the arc I'm talking about, eggs. You know the arc. Yeah, well, see, and it sucks because I think there's a lot that is great about certain elements of Sanji's character that you eventually get, but it's layered on top of, like, again, just this, oh, fuck. Fuck! Dang it! I jumped instead of dashed. Okay, I need to fall, dash, jump. Fall, dash, jump. The issue is that that blade is coming, and so I feel time pressured, and so my instinct in those instances is to just jump. You know? Time for me to mute. I haven't watched Fishman Island. We won't talk about it very much, but I do understand what Eggs is saying. We don't have to talk about it, though. I have no real, like, here's the thing, I also don't remember enough about, like, the specifics of, like, certain things to really have a clear idea of, like, what happened and, like, what I did or did not like about that arc. You know? Okay. Fuck! Dang it! I was there! I didn't dash. How do I dash? How do I dash? I forgot how to dash. It's this button. So, fall, dash, jump. Let me do the muscle memory. Fall, dash, jump. Fall, dash, jump. Fall, dash, jump. Oh, I did bad that time. I almost did it, you're right. I was like stopping and I was like being mindful. But I was thinking of One Piece. And One Piece always distracts me. Do we want to set a timer for something? Or like a gamba? Do you guys want a gamba? I think it's when wait, what? Okay, I missed what you said. I think it's when somebody has a critical mental state from a certain situation. I've had nosebleeds when a situation has stressed me out past feeling the ability to comprehend. That's rough. I feel like I only ever have like nosebleeds because I have a bad habit of like picking my nose, I guess, and I'll just like keep picking the scab that's there. It's bad, but that's like how I get my nosebleeds. It gets worse when it's dry, you know? But I've never had it so like stressed to the point of nosebleeds, but I know that is absolutely a possibility, which is always so stressful to hear about. Do you guys remember the sound bites in Sonic Unleashed? Is this giving you war flashbacks? The whole character arc was borderline character assassination. Again, I don't really remember enough about it. I just remember the one thing that was dumb. And it was like to the point of a joke. But it also had plot significance, which was dumb. Anyway, we don't want to talk about it too much because, again, Nava said that she hadn't gotten there yet, so let's not talk about it too detailed. But I can get that. I just don't remember it very well. Oh yeah, what do you want to gamble on? What do you want to gamble on? I hated Eggman Land when I played Sonic Unleashed. It's such bullshit, isn't it? It's real bullshit. It was such bullshit. Like, it was the hardest level, but it was bullshit kind of hard. And then I had to play the whole level again when I couldn't beat the boss area, like at the end. That's the thing that was so difficult. No, wait, we could do it without doing the whole level again. Well, geyser eat before Sarah finishes stream, Gamba. No, that is a stupid Gamba. Okay. God damn it. I didn't even reach it. I know, right? You're totally right, though. Yeah, that area sucked. I love that everyone's on the same page. It's like, this reminds me of Eggman Land, you know? Oh my gosh, I remember Eggman Land took me 2 whole streams. That sucked. Okay, I cannot stand the temperature anymore. How warm is it in here? It's like, ugh. Okay, I'm gonna very quickly, I'm literally stepping away for just a second. I'm just gonna turn on the air conditioning in the other room and hopefully, it will transfer into here. Maybe if it doesn't get better, then I'll keep the door open and I'll just have to talk quietly. You guys are just gonna have to suffer with me.
Zippy!
Give me a second. some bad news for y'all. Bad news? Do you want to hear the bad news first? The bad news first. Because I've noticed this. I keep blaming Rachel for the AC turning on, but I turned it on. And it immediately, like, when I got in the room, you heard me go, what the hell? And I walked back in. I heard it in the living room go off, on, off. And it makes a big, loud beep noise when it goes off. Right? There is no good news. It's all bad news. The bad news is that I don't think it's not been Rachel turning it off. It's just been turning off on its own. Did you check the air filter? No. I'm supposed to check that. I'm not, like, the hard part is, like, I'm not responsible for upkeep of well, maybe I am. I don't know. I have to check the lease, but I don't think I'm responsible. We don't pay for the air conditioning or, like, temperature stuff, like heating and stuff. We never paid for that. That's something that's covered by the owner. But we cover rent and we cover electricity, which we do end up paying for in terms of the AC unit, but we are not responsible for upkeep of the AC unit unless I didn't read the lease correctly. Just in that quote when there is, I'm not responsible. But it's just frustrating. It just turns off on its own. Yeah, the staff is supposed to have maintenance do it. So, I suppose in all fairness, this is a very recent issue. It's only been the last little while that the AC has been turning off and on and off and on and off and on and then off. You know? So that's bad news. I'll put in a maintenance request, I think. That's bad news number one. Bad news number two. Our alternative is this fan. This is how I'm going to survive. Can you hear it? Can you hear this fan? Because this is going to be your guys' life now. I need it. I need it so bad. You have no idea. I'm always warm. No, you are muted. Yes, we can hear it. Well, you're gonna have to live with it. And the good news, there's no good news. It's bad news, the AC isn't working. Bad news, you're gonna have to deal with a fan going on in the background from now on, because otherwise I'm going to suffer in like 79 degrees. And I hate that. I hate being warm. Maybe I'll actually do good at the gaming now that I'm at a temperature. Sarah grew up. She has an OnlyFans. That is the most forced joke I have ever heard in my entire fucking life. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm doing very good here today. At least I can. Is it distracting, the fan? Is it, like, distracting to the point of you would hate the audio quality of this stream? Because that's why I never have the fan on in my other streams. I did accidentally have the fan on during one of the Room 35 streams recently. And it was because I have this fan going at night because I can't sleep unless it's, like, super duper cooled. Okay. Drop. That's not at all the sequence of events I was supposed to do. I was supposed to drop, dash, jump. I guess I can't eat something. Can't hear what? Sarah, there's literal saw blades. I can't even hear the fans you or tell you got one on. I did put it on the lowest setting. I could turn it on the highest setting. Then you'd hear it. Hi, setting a fan. I'm gonna be so temperate. Oh no, all of my... Oh my goodness. I have this like string with a bunch of like art prints clipped to it. All of them flipped over. All right, I can hear it. Now I can hear it. Yeah, because it's in the highest setting. What about this? What if I had on the middle setting? Is middle setting too obnoxious for you still? Oh jeez, I just ignored that saw blade. The lowest setting you guys couldn't hear. Okay. This, ow.
It's no use.
Still fine. Nah. Oh, my other picture flipped over again. Because I have it pointed at me now. I don't have it pointed at the camera. I have it pointed like behind me. So if I lean back, I feel it. You know? But I definitely don't want it to be pointed directly at my mic because then it would get picked up. Ow. Pictures are overrated, but it's Piplup! It's Piplup making a little snowman. And it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if she posted it, but oh boy, oh golly gee. Sally made the cutest little print for Brianna for her birthday. And it was, ow. It was the deflated Pikachu that she cackles at sometimes. If you've never experienced Brianna cackling at the deflated Pikachu, it is so good. So good. I'm trusting you, by the way, that it sounds okay. Because my gut reaction is this is gonna sound terrible and everything's gonna be ruined and nobody's ever gonna love me. You know? That's the reaction for me having my fan on during stream. Bria is a fellow May. Everyone's fucking birthday is in May, Lime Dita. It's so annoying. I'm fall, Rachel's February, and then both Sally and Brianna
I can do this.
and
I can
a
do
third
this.
friend of mine and a fourth friend of mine on the same day as the third friend of mine have birthdays in May. It jukes me every time because it's like, one day I'm saying happy birthday in the chat, and then I forget. A few days later, my other friend
Don't
says
worry, my
happy
birthday
birthday, and
was
then my
yesterday.
other friend in the other Discord I have to say happy birthday to. And I always feel like I'm getting deja vu. I'm going crazy. Ow! Sounds like I have a rat issue. I don't have a rat issue. I have a May issue. Everyone, can they please be born at different times of the year? Can somebody else consolidate with me in like the fall? Fuck! No! Oh, I was so close there. Oh wait, you're right. Sounds like you may have a rat. I fell. Dude, Bria's been making fun of me for having a birthday in May for months. Are you kidding? Wait, really? That's so funny. That is hilarious. That's so funny. I love it. Well, Piplup, stop flipping over. You know what? Actually, easy solution to this. I'm just gonna like get a little sticky. I'll be right back. I'm just like I keep wandering away from the stream for one reason or another. Okay, I'm not getting distracted by Piplup flipping over. There are these little stickies, right, that Rachel has. They don't do shit to hold things up, but they will prevent these things from flipping around. So, where is it? Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? That's a little unfortunate, but... There it is. Okay, so... These stickies are supposed to, like, come out of the corner of the thing. Where... Uh-oh. I'm causing issues. Oh, geez Louise. Cool. Okay, I have a dot.
Dippy!
I'll take a sippy. Just calm the fuck down. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you sass. But like they were... Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. I got it. The tabs are coming out of the tab thing now. Cool. Sticky number 1, keep Piplup down, please. Yes. Sticky has been adhesived to the back of Piplup. Piplup is now secure. Piplup's the only one I'm worried about. If anyone else flips over, then you will hear me bitch about it. I just whacked my fan. I'm whacking everything. Get this blanket out of here. I'm too comfortable. Sticky. I am doing a sticky for Prinplup. Is it Prinplup or is it Empoleon? That's the other one. Oh, fuck. You're kidding me. Didn't take off. Okay, fine. What happened to this one? Okay, I'm doing the same thing for Empoleon or whatever. Are you kidding me? Get off the adhesive thingy. Okay, fine. There we go. Now 2 of them are secure. And now I can turn it slightly in my direction now, but not too close, because then it'll go... You can hear it on the mic. I'm gonna move the mic this way. Is that worse? I think that might be worse. It's fine. We're gonna game. It'll be fine. Ow. Piplup, Prinplup, Empoleon. I'm right. Okay, so it is right. And it definitely looks like Empoleon. I don't know if moving the direction of my mic actually made it worse or better in terms of you hearing the fucking fan. But now my eyes are gonna get dry, yay! But not my nose. We're not gonna use nose bleeding today. What if instead of Holly Knight it was the Jolly Elf instead of being a strange bug? Why do you say meh? Emotional damage? What emotional damage? What's your damage? I don't know. Maybe I should take antidepressants. I feel like I've been saying this for literal months. I really should just do it. I think I'm just worried about the cost. You know? I'm worried I'll have to pay out of pocket. And if I pay out of pocket, then it's like $300 a pop. You know? Because I had like insurance change, and so like the premium is different and all that. Ow! Can I get to the point that I was before? I have made literally no progress this stream. Well, you need to check with a therapist if you need... I do not check with a therapist, Limedita. That is the psychiatrist you check with. There is a difference. Therapist is talk. And like, how does that make you feel? Freudian shit, right? Psychiatrist is the one who prescribes you the drugs. And I do have a psychiatrist. Sorry, I'm dumb. It's not dumb. It's just... You need to know the things. So it's not you being dumb. It's just words. Not everyone knows it right off the top of your head. But you're right in the sense of I need to have a doctor. At the very least, you need to have a doctor. I am very lucky that I have a very nice, like, she's not my primary care doctor. What? Shit! I was there! God damn it! Oh, man. I'm very lucky that because I've heard so many horror stories of people not being able to get their ADHD medication because the doctor they have won't prescribe it because they don't think they need it, and instead they give them like anxiety shit, which doesn't fucking help. Meth is not an antidepressant. I think technically I think the amphetamines I take for ADHD might be meth. I might be wrong about that. I'm definitely not that's part of why it's such a controlled substance, at least. But I don't think it's like quite the same as like
your
Walter
mic
White
situation.
shit.
Emotional damage to your sass on taking a sippy. Doing dependence in the long run are mere band-aids often. Go for walks, get some sunshine, get Rachel to do activities with Ya.
But Rachel was busy with family stuff. That's the problem. And then I got in a fight with another friend over like religious views, which I stand by my opinion. It's not actually an opinion, it's just the truth that like this belief that this friend had was wrong and immoral to believe. I still stand by that. It was so dumb. I was so sad about that because I'd known them for so long. To be fair, all of my friends, because I went to a Christian college, all of my friends are Christian except for one, and she still went to that school and she stopped being Christian because she had like the worst experience out of everyone in that school. You know? I don't know. That's a completely separate situation though. I love all of my friends dearly though. It's just, ugh, I can't get over that view. Like, that's so dumb. It's so dumb. Anyway. Sorry, I'm getting into stuff I probably shouldn't get into. Okay, hold on. Drop dash. No! Oh, I was ready! You know, fuck is getting old. We need to change up something funny for 30 minutes. Oh, hey! Somebody's over, I'm sorry, I checked the YouTube chat. Ink Splat Games. If that's a Splatoon reference, appreciate it. WGS, I don't know what that means, but hi. Oh, cool, you're doing Path of Pain right now, and then immediately follows it up with men? Adderall is what I'm talking about when I say that, right? I'm pretty sure that's what Adderall is, and that's why it's such a controlled substance, and that's why it's hard to get prescriptions for it, especially in other countries. You know, ow. But can you even not love your friends and still call them friends? That's how I feel! That's how I feel! That was not the argument, by the way, but I very much love my friends. Though, I will say, I was talking very recently about, like, you know, the nature of, like, sexuality and stuff. And, like, because that's something I don't understand, like, fundamentally, like, sexual attraction, sure, I don't think I'm ever going to understand that. My only litmus test for, like, what does sexual attraction look like or feel like, hold on, drop. Fuck! Oh, okay. Let's try something different. Well, no, that is the method. I just need to be better about it. I can't be moving in that direction. I think what I need to do is I need to hug the wall and like hold it that way. But I can't, I hold the wall, but then I let go of the joystick and then I dash. You know? I can't be moving because when I dash and I move that way, I'm moving too far. But yeah, I don't know. I forget what I was talking about. Schlorgen is over on YouTube. Hello, Schlorgen. Lovely to see you over there. You were in Twitch though as well. You joined us on Monday, didn't you? You were here for Paper Mario on Monday. That's where you started hanging out with us. I appreciate that. If I can get past this part, that's the real, like, you know what? Hold on. I'm going, yeah, we were talking about sexuality, you're right. I'm going to start a Gamba. I'm going to start a prediction. And I am going to start the timer now. Oh no, the time. It's getting very late. And I've made no progress. It's 2 hours of me not making any fucking progress. Why'd I... Guys, do you ever have the issue where you're trying to open up your timer or you're like that element of your phone, like the timer or the clock section, and instead you open up the calculator? I do that all the fucking time. It's like not right next to it, but it's like the other number-based app on my phone, and so Oh God, but I also have to go to the bathroom. This is the difficulty with streaming, especially for long times. I will give you guys a prediction. Start a prediction. Will we ascend? I'm gonna say, maybe not ascend fully, but like reach a checkpoint or something. Maybe not a checkpoint even. Is there a point? Well, I'll say, will we ascend further? And then we can kind of decide based on how difficult the thing is. You know what? We'll say, will we progress? Will we progress further within the next hour? Question mark. Okay, well, within is too many fucking characters, I guess. In the next hour. Yes or no? And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then when we come back, we'll keep going. Right? I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Start prediction. Vote your heart out, y'all. Believe or don't believe. There's more after this. There's a checkpoint. Okay, good to know. I expect there's gonna be more above this particular thing that I keep fucking up, right? But I also expect there to be some kind of platform at some point. So theoretically, that's what we're looking for, but I have phrased it in such a way where it's like, if I make progress beyond the section that I've been struggling with, kind of. So it really depends on how I'm feeling. I'd like to reach a checkpoint, though. But let me be right back again. I keep stepping away for one reason or another. I'm so sorry. I'll be back in like literally a minute. So give me just a second. I won't even, oh, for fuck's sake, I keep bumping shit. I'll be back in just a second. I'm not even gonna mute. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom super duper duper quick. And then we will not get up one more time. I promise.